The scene unfolds over open ground near the Pokrovsk direction, where a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone spots a Russian soldier moving across the field toward a railway line ahead. A nearby Ukrainian drone unit is quickly redirected and begins closing in from above. At first, the soldier keeps moving without stopping, but the growing sound overhead makes it clear he has been detected. He pushes faster toward the tracks, likely hoping to reach cover, or at least break the drone's view before it gets too close. From above, the aircraft keeps steady pace, tracking every step across the exposed terrain. As the drone makes its first attack run, the soldier reacts in time and manages to avoid the pass, but the sudden movement causes him to lose balance and fall hard onto the ground. He tries to recover, yet the opening is already gone. The drone immediately adjusts its angle, circles back, and descends once more, closing the distance with precision. With the soldier still exposed and unable to regain control of the moment, the drone commits to the final attack and ends the sequence. The scene unfolds near a field of tall, dry grass in the Donetsk direction, where a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone spots a Russian soldier moving alone across the open terrain. He keeps walking, focused only on the path ahead, unaware that he is already under watch from above. Minutes later, a nearby Ukrainian drone unit is redirected to the area and begins scanning the grassland for the target. As the aircraft closes in, the soldier finally realizes he has been found. He drops into the tall grass, raises his weapon, and tries to drive the drone away, but the effort does not change the outcome. The drone holds its line, keeps the target centered, and commits to the engagement. The scene unfolds on a dirt road near a bus stop, where a Ukrainian drone unit is conducting a routine sweep of the area. During the patrol, the camera picks up a Russian soldier walking along the road while carrying a fuel container. From above, his movement is exposed and easy to track against the open ground. The drone immediately adjusts course, closes the distance, and descends with controlled speed. With the target clearly identified and no cover nearby, the aircraft commits to the engagement and strikes. The scene unfolds over open grassland in the Pokrovsk direction, where a Ukrainian drone unit is assigned to patrol the field. During the sweep, a reconnaissance report comes in from a nearby drone, noting unusual movement along a dirt road close by. The unit immediately redirects toward the location and closes in from above. Moments later, a lone Russian soldier is identified moving across the exposed terrain. With no cover nearby and no time to react, the drone lowers its angle, locks onto the target, and commits to the engagement. The scene unfolds near Zaparisia, where a Ukrainian drone unit follows its usual patrol path along a line of dry, leafless trees. For several moments, the sweep appears routine, with nothing clearly visible beyond the damaged terrain and open ground beside it. Then, the camera shifts toward the exposed field, and a faint figure comes into view. The drone moves closer and confirms a Russian soldier crossing the open area alone, separated from any visible support. As soon as the target is identified, the aircraft begins closing in with controlled speed, but the position is already fixed. From above, the drone keeps its line, holds visual contact, and tightens the approach until the soldier is fully exposed. The sequence ends as the drone commits to the engagement. The scene unfolds in the Pocross direction, where a Ukrainian FPV drone detects a lone Russian soldier moving through a line of trees. A heavy backpack hangs from his shoulder, and his purpose remains unclear as he makes his way across the quiet terrain without support nearby. After covering a long stretch, he stops beside a damaged tank and leans against it to rest. For a moment, the vehicle appears to give him cover, but only from the ground. Moments later, another Ukrainian FPV drone is redirected to the area and begins a silent approach. The soldier does not notice the danger until the last second. By then, the aircraft is already too close, and the drone closes in and commits to the engagement before he can react. The following sequence captures a large-scale drone operation conducted by Ukraine's 414th Unit, the Birds of Magyar, across the Pokrovsk Donetsk direction, where more than 50 drones were reportedly deployed in a single day to track and engage Russian infantry attempting to establish defensive positions. the footage brings together multiple moments from roads, grass fields, forest edges, ruined houses, and other exposed routes where Russian soldiers are seen moving alone or in small groups under constant aerial observation. From above, even brief movement becomes easy to detect once the drones establish control of the area. Some soldiers attempt to run when they realize they have been spotted, while others try to crouch low, break line of sight, or use damaged terrain for concealment. But the lack of effective countermeasures leaves them with very few real options once the drones are overhead. Across each scene, the drone operators maintain precise control, adjusting altitude, direction, and speed, while avoiding obstacles and continuing to track individual targets without losing contact. In forested terrain, along dirt roads, beside ruined buildings, and across open grassland, the pattern remains the same. A position is confirmed, the target is held in view, and then a strike drone is redirected to complete the engagement. The coordination between reconnaissance and attack platforms allows the team to apply pressure quickly and repeatedly, turning movement into exposure and concealment into a temporary illusion. The footage reflects a broader tactical reality on the battlefield, where persistent aerial surveillance compresses reaction time and forces infantry to make split-second decisions under pressure. Without sufficient air defense, electronic protection, or coordinated support, small units become increasingly vulnerable in spaces that once offered at least partial cover. What these scenes show is not just a series of individual strikes, but a wider system of control from above, where drones shape tempo, limit mobility, and steadily change the way the fight unfolds across Pokrovsk and Donetsk. The scene unfolds in the Kupansk direction, where a Ukrainian drone flies low over damaged ground near a ruined house and begins scanning the area around a line of leafless trees. The aircraft was redirected here after a reconnaissance drone reported Russian movement nearby, so it holds a careful search pattern, checking the tree line, broken walls, and the open space around the structure. After several passes, no clear activity is found, and the drone leaves the house behind to continue along a dirt road nearby. From there, it keeps sweeping toward the open field ahead until a new movement appears on the road. The drone immediately adjusts course and closes in, identifying the Russian soldier that had been reported earlier as he shifts into a new position. As the aircraft approaches, the soldier raises his weapon and tries to push it away with small arms fire. But the effort does not stop the drone. The approach tightens, the position stays exposed, and the drone commits to the engagement. The scene unfolds along a forest edge near a river in the Lyman direction, where a Ukrainian drone patrols the area and spots a Russian truck parked close to the riverbank with no crew visible around it. From above, the target is clearly exposed, and the drone immediately dives in and attacks. After the first strike, another Ukrainian drone is redirected to the same area and scans for anyone who may have fled the truck. During the search, Russian soldiers are spotted hiding near a tree, and the drone immediately closes in. According to the released footage, Ukraine's 59th Separate Assault Brigade, the Signum unit of the Special Forces, continues to deploy multiple drones against Russian infantry, vehicles, and concealed equipment around the forested area. Hidden targets are quickly detected, tracked, and engaged under constant aerial pressure. The operation shows how persistent drone surveillance exposes camouflage, limits movement, and allows Ukrainian operators to strike with precision once a position is confirmed. The following footage, released by Ukraine's Signum unit, captures a large-scale night operation in the Sumy region, where more than 50 drones were deployed in a single evening to respond to increased Russian infantry activity. From above, the battlefield appears quiet at first, but once the drones begin their sweep, even small movements on the ground become visible almost immediately. Russian soldiers attempting to advance, regroup, or withdraw are quickly detected as the aircraft move across forested terrain with steady control. In several moments, the soldiers try to break contact after realizing they have been spotted. But the combination of limited equipment and weak countermeasures leaves them with very few realistic options. The drones continue to adjust altitude, direction, and speed while weaving through obstacles, keeping each target under close observation without losing visual contact. The coordination between reconnaissance and strike platforms allows the operators to react quickly once movement is confirmed, applying pressure across the area before the soldiers can settle into any position for long. The sequence reflects a wider tactical pattern on the front line, where persistent aerial surveillance reduces concealment, shortens reaction time, and forces infantry to operate under constant exposure, without reliable air defense, electronic protection, or coordinated support.